Hey everyone, I haven't uploaded the past couple of days because I wanted to go into this video with as clear of a mindset as possible, where I could just have a clear train of thought on what I want to say and what I want to talk about. This video is obviously going to be about the Call of Duty community and the games from a perspective of someone who's been in the Call of Duty franchise since 2007, 2008. Some people would call me a Call of Duty fanboy, and I'd have to agree. Some of my favorite games of all time are Call of Duty titles, and I've played every single Call of Duty game since COD 4 and have pretty much enjoyed every single game to some extent. This video is just going to be all one take, no edits, no script, just all talk straight from the heart. The only edits you guys will see, I guess, here in this video is when I cut out some of the dead air while in between breaks of thought. I don't want this video to be inherently negative. There will definitely be some discussion about some negative standpoints in the community for sure, but I don't want people watching this video thinking, oh, I'm just being negative about the game. Because I feel like there's a lot of people out there that are Call of Duty players that are missing a large chunk of the picture of what's happened to this franchise, and even some individual games like Modern Warfare, Cold War, and Vanguard themselves. Once again, I've been in the Call of Duty community since 2009. I've seen it all. I've seen Call of Duty at its highest, and I've seen Call of Duty at its lowest, and I've been there every step of the way. Hell, I was even here when Ali A didn't even post Fortnite or Minecraft, and he was just a straight up Call of Duty YouTuber who would post COD commentaries and try and get, what was it, Ali A's Ospreys back in Modern Warfare 3. I've been in the community for a long time. Sure, I haven't uploaded videos throughout the entirety of it. I think I started uploading in 2013, and all of those videos are private or unlisted on my channel, and I really only started posting in Modern Warfare 2019, I would say, frequently, or I guess steadily. But I've been here through every single step of Call of Duty's life cycle. I also want to make it inherently clear right off the bat that I'm not trying to defend Call of Duty when I talk about the good or bad aspects. It's obvious that there's a problem with the franchise, and I've made plenty of videos trying to discover what those issues are and dig deep and say, hey, I know I'm a huge Call of Duty fan, but there's an issue here, so let's try and find it. So I'm not trying to defend the game. I'm not trying to attack the game. I just want to talk about what's on my mind with the franchise. One thing that I find completely ridiculous that I have to state is it is okay to have difference of opinions and different thoughts from other people. And people having opposing viewpoints as you don't make them bad people. And it blows my mind that I have to even say that for people to understand that, hey, if someone likes Vanguard, that doesn't make them a COD shill, or that doesn't make them a sellout. They might genuinely just enjoy Vanguard. And if someone doesn't enjoy Vanguard, that doesn't make them a hater. That doesn't make them a person that's given up on Call of Duty. They just might not like that game in general. And I've noticed it in the comment section. I don't even know how long, probably for like the past 6 months. I've seen tons of threads in my comment section and in other YouTubers' comment sections where people have just been arguing about the game and what's been going on. Does Call of Duty have issues? Of course it does. It's super obvious to anyone who has played video games in general that Call of Duty has issues. But just because a game has issues doesn't mean people can't enjoy it. I enjoy Vanguard, and I know there's a handful of issues. I get discouraged from playing Vanguard from time to time because I know camo challenges are broken. I have 2 SMGs left to get gold, and then I pretty much have the atomic camo unlocked minus the Panzerfaust. Yeah, that discourages me from playing the game. I still have fun when I do play the game, but I'm not motivated to play the game like I used to be when the game first came out. I'm hoping that when they fix the Panzerfaust and I actually unlock the atomic camo, that I'll start to have fun and enjoy the game a lot more. But if it doesn't, then it doesn't, and I don't enjoy the game. That doesn't make me a Call of Duty hater or someone that's trying to ruin the franchise. I've made a ton of videos in the past trying to speak my mind and talk about Call of Duty, what's been bad, what's been good. And the thing is people don't look at the bigger picture. And I feel like people will watch one video where I talk about, hey, you know what? Call of Duty they're doing some really bad shit right now, and they shouldn't be supported for doing it. And then people will be like, yeah, down with Call of Duty, you're so right. And then the next video, I'll be talking about, hey, you know what? Call of Duty is in one of the worst places I've ever seen it right now, but at least on the bright side, they're trying to at least improve their game. And then the same people that watched the previous video that were like, yeah, down with Call of Duty, are like, well, why are you a COD fanboy all of a sudden? It's like they have the brain of a goldfish. And I'm not trying to call anyone out when I make that statement, but that's what it seems like, because it's like one day they're in agreement with me because, hey, I dislike Call of Duty. But when there's something good about Call of Duty that happens, and hey, this might change the future and it might be a step in the right direction for once, it's, oh, we can't support that. I don't understand what happened. I thought everyone was on the same page, which I was clearly mistaken, where people can make mistakes and things can be completely screwed up, but there can always be a light at the end of the tunnel. And vice versa. There was, 5-6 years ago, Call of Duty could do no wrong. And then all of a sudden, when they made a couple mistakes, it was like, oh, that's okay. Advanced Warfare and Call of Duty Ghosts, there were a couple games that were fluke games. We'll have better games in the future. Look and behold, Black Ops 3 comes out and people love it. And then that's been flipped on its head. And instead of games being mostly positive, it seems like games have been mostly negative. But the numbers would lead you to believe that Call of Duty is being a huge success. I think Cold War is the most sold Call of Duty of all time. And I think it's just because the people that don't like Call of Duty are so loud that Call of Duty has such a negative light to it. And I've been a part of that. I've definitely shared my negative opinions on Call of Duty. I try to do it as neutrally as possible, where I'm not just sitting here like, yeah, down with Call of Duty, go hate on the game. Now, I try and do it in a constructive criticism standard or type of way, where I say, hey, you know what? This isn't working. This is how it could be fixed. And let's move on from here. I think it's just because the people that are against Call of Duty, or just the haters, are so loud that it's become this echo chamber on social media of you're not allowed to like the games. Tim the Tatman put out a video the other day talking about his hot take on Caldera. And his hot take was that he likes the map. He likes Warzone. And there's a lot of people that got upset at him for saying he likes the game. I'm going to say it right now, and this is the last time I'll bring it up. If you enjoy Call of Duty, continue to enjoy it. If you dislike Call of Duty, then you don't have to like it. No one's forcing you to play the game or enjoy the game. And I hope one day that you do enjoy the game or end up enjoying the game. I don't want people to enjoy the game because I'm a Call of Duty sellout or a Call of Duty shill. I want people to enjoy Call of Duty to experience the same enjoyment that I do and the same experience that I have. And if they experience that on other games, perfect. I'm glad that they're enjoying something that brings them joy and happiness. And that kind of sounds very cliche and kind of sappy, but it's true. I don't get why people are praying for the downfall of everything. People were praying for the downfall of Battlefield when Battlefield 2042 dropped. Sure, that game has issues, but those issues will be eventually fixed. Is it unacceptable? Absolutely. Games should not be releasing in broken, unfinished states the same way Call of Duty has launched the past couple of years, the same way that Cyberpunk has launched, the same way that Battlefield has launched. There's probably a lot of other games that have launched in unfinished states as well. Notice how when I was talking about unfinished games at launch, Call of Duty wasn't the only title. But within the Call of Duty community, you would be led to believe that Call of Duty is the only game that has unsatisfactory systems in play at launch and an unsatisfactory product. It's just how the gaming marketplace is these days, and it's not acceptable whatsoever. But I kind of find it surprising when people don't expect a game to have issues on launch. Even Halo has some tiny issues at launch. Halo's probably the best FPS launch of the year so far. It's been the most stable. It doesn't have the most content, but it has the least amount of bugs and glitches so far that I've noticed. It's been the best launch out of the three titles, out of the three Titans. In my opinion, does that make it a better game than Call of Duty? No. In my opinion, does that make it a better franchise than Battlefield? No. But I'm happy for the Halo players. I'm happy they have a game on launch that doesn't have the issues that Vanguard did. I actually am happy for them because, hey, they're having a great experience that I'm wishing I had with Vanguard. I'm still having a great experience, but imagine if Vanguard released with no bugs or glitches. But hey, Call of Duty's been in the same position that Halo's in right now. Call of Duty there was a point, I guess, where Call of Duty was releasing with no bugs and glitches compared to what Halo was releasing with. Same thing with Battlefield. There was a time when Battlefield wasn't releasing with the bugs and glitches that Call of Duty was releasing with. It kind of goes back and forth. Not everyone can make a perfect game. With how the AAA titles have been recently, it's been acceptable to release a game that has been broken and unfinished because that's what the publishers want. The dev teams and the dev studios have a strict deadline to complete their game, and then when their resources are taken away, for example, the QA testing with Activision fired all the QA testers. I've talked about this in a previous video, so I'll just touch on it lightly here for those that haven't heard about it. The QA testers are those that test the game before it's launched so that there are no bugs and issues. Activision fired a lot of them, so there's not a lot of testers, if not any, to test updates before they go live in a game. So when you see an update go out like the Panzerfaust, having long shots instead of destroying airstreaks not work, it's to be expected because there's not the resources there to test the game. Sure, the developers could test the game themselves, but then they have less time to develop other things that they have to get ready for an update. So they could spend their time testing the Panzerfaust long shots, but if the Panzerfaust long shots are fixed, think about all that time that they could have spent at least developing something else that could have improved the game even more than just fixing long shots for the Panzerfaust. And I'll be honest, I don't know who to blame. I don't know whose fault it is for why these decisions are being made at the development level, at the executive level. We have no clue. I can only just speak my mind and guess with what's going on. And that's not a good thing because people that watch my videos do believe and follow to what I say. So if I say, hey, it's not the developer's fault, they might believe it's not the developer's fault when it could be the case. So I'm going to try from now on to be more skeptical of what's going on, not just pin the blame on someone, not just pin it on the executive level, not just pin it on the development level, not just pin it on all the 10 rungs of the ladder that are in between those stages of development. That's my fault. I'll take the blame for that, and I take responsibility. So for those that have believed me in the past by saying, hey, it's not the developer's fault, I could have very well been wrong, and I'm going to try and improve upon that in the future. It just really stings and almost hurts having my favorite gaming franchise of all time be in a place like this. Out of my top 5 favorite games, 3 of them are Call of Duty games, being Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, and Black Ops 3. The other 2 games, if you're curious, is Minecraft and Red Dead Redemption 2. Not in any specific order, but those are probably my top 5 favorite games that I've enjoyed the most. Anyway, for those that don't enjoy the game at all, this is what I have to say to you. I'm not going to sit here and force you to enjoy the game. I'm not going to encourage you to continue to dislike the game. However, what I will say is if you don't like the game, don't play it. It's as simple as that. If you're not a Call of Duty fan anymore, you don't have to support it. You don't have to buy the games. You don't have to play it. However, what annoys me and what frustrates me is when I see someone talk about how they hate the game so much, and then the next thing I see is them playing it for 4 or 5 hours straight. It makes no sense to me. I know there's a gray area in between where some people enjoy Call of Duty one day and some people dislike it the next. I'm just talking about the vocal majority that speak so negatively about the game and that hate on the game day in and day out. That's the people I'm talking about. If you hate it that much, don't play it. If you don't like Call of Duty that much, don't give it support, don't give it attention, don't spend your money on it. That's as simple as it is. And for those that are saying, well, how do you know you dislike a Call of Duty if you don't buy it? Well, there's a little tip of advice for you guys. There are free-to-play weekends all the time throughout a Call of Duty's life cycle. At least since Modern Warfare 2019, Cold War and Vanguard have already had a lot of free-to-play weekends. Vanguard's had 2. So there's people that have been thinking about buying the game, and there's been free-to-play weekends for every single platform where you can just play the game, see if you like the feel of it, and maybe consider purchasing it. Maybe playing that free-to-play weekend will deter you from playing it too. It's really just up to how you perceive the free-to-play weekend. One thing that aggravates me more than anything is the Call of Duty community, and I'm completely guilty of doing this too. One thing that I've seen recently that people are disliking is the amount of weapons in Warzone. I think there's like 120, 130 weapons you can choose from in Warzone right now, and you can use guns from Modern Warfare 2019, Cold War, and Vanguard all in the same place. Which is funny that they're complaining about that, because a lot of the same people a couple of years ago were asking for a Call of Duty similar to Call of Duty Online or Call of Duty Mobile, where it's a lot of games kind of put into one, where you could play on maps from different games and use guns from a different game. So for example, you could play on Nuketown, but use the ACR from Modern Warfare 2 and have it be a completely supported title. Call of Duty's starting to do that with Warzone. Sure, it's going to be hard to make a full multiplayer experience like that, especially with the Call of Duty formula of how a new game releases every year, which may change in the future, we never know. But it's funny to have those people ask for something, get it, and then hate it. It's happened multiple times in Call of Duty. People asked for advanced movement. We got Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and Infinite Warfare. And then the same people that were asking for advanced movement similar to Titanfall turned out not liking those games because it was too much like Titanfall. People ask for stuff, receive it all the time, and then don't like what they've literally just asked for. And it's definitely an issue that Call of Duty's been having for a while now and has had in the past. And it just makes the community seem even duller and just even stupider. Because we ask for something, receive it, and then be like, well, why would you give us this? This is horrible. And then the developers or whoever's making the decisions is sitting there being like, well, 100,000 people on Twitter literally just asked for this. And then once we gave it to them, they're like, oh, this is horrible. Why would you do this? It's such a confusing tornado of just bullshit being thrown around. Honestly. It's frustrating to see too, because players don't know what they want anymore because they want everything to be perfect, even though a perfect game doesn't exist. A perfect Call of Duty doesn't exist. A perfect video game doesn't exist. A perfect launch of a video game doesn't exist. There's always going to be issues. There's always going to be problems. That's just the industry. Even the games that seem the most flawless still have flaws. And that's just the truth. If that's a tough pill to swallow, well then I don't think you're ready for the real world. And at the end of the day, this is just a huge rant about pixels on the screen. I mentioned this in a couple of videos ago. It is literally just pixels on a screen. If the video game you are playing is negatively affecting you in your personal life and elsewhere, then there's bigger issues in your life rather than is Call of Duty good or bad. It's been a roller coaster in the community. There's been a lot of positives and there's been a lot of negatives recently. But I just want to preface, at the end of the day, it's just a game. Sure, people like me and other content creators might treat the game a little bit more seriously. That's because there's actually at least a decent reason for us. We make a living off of the game. We make a living off of the content the game provides us with and what we do with that content to transform it into a video that we post. So of course, for someone like me who relies on making Call of Duty videos as a living, is gonna have a lot to say and make a bigger deal out of it than the average Joe. And the unfortunate thing of the whole situation is if you make a video trashing on Call of Duty, that video is more likely to perform better in YouTube analytical terms than a video with random Call of Duty gameplay, especially for small channels right now. Look at all the Call of Duty commentary channels that are blowing up because they're being negative towards the game. Look at my views on the videos that I'm being negative or criticizing the game versus the videos where I'm doing a diamond camo guide. That doesn't really bother me that much because, I mean, I just enjoy making videos the way I make videos, and regardless of view counts, I'm happy at the end of the day. There's content creators out there like J Bowen Deman, who's been blowing up recently because he's being critical and talking about big ticket conversation items in the Call of Duty and Battlefield area. And I'm not trying to call him out and be like, oh, his videos suck because he's being negative. He's on the grind. I respect him. He has some very valid points. But I think it goes to show that being negative on YouTube is more entertaining to a lot of people than gameplay. Of course, the big streamers like Tim the Tatman and Dr. Disrespect are in a completely different league of their own, where they topple over all of us with a video talking about food. Like, you look at Tim the Tatman's food TikToks, his food TikTok videos do miles above anything in kind of like my section of YouTube. But that's just the state of the game right now. People just want to see it fall. They want to see negative viewpoints towards it. I don't blame people for that because, like I said, and I've been saying all video, there is definitely something going on with Call of Duty. And the thing is there's so many issues, you can't really narrow it down to one major one that is the biggest culprit. It's just how it is. For me personally, I've enjoyed all 3 Call of Duty launches previously. We were spoiled with the mechanics of Modern Warfare 2019. We went back to a more arcadey feel with Cold War, which was a blast and brought me back to the Black Ops 2 days. And then we got Vanguard, which is what I would consider an improvement upon what Modern Warfare 2019 did. Sure, there's obvious things that need to be fixed, like the thermite spam and shipment and all the other stuff that I've talked about in previous videos, but I still enjoy it for what it is. I still have a lot of fun, and I don't feel like I have to enjoy it because I'm making videos on it. I just enjoy the game because it's where I have fun. Sure, I get discouraged from playing it from time to time, but that's just life. You can't have it your way all the time. But yeah, it's just a tough pill to swallow for some people. And I just wanted to sit down and have this rant and talk about it. Hopefully, everything I had to say was clear and concise. Well, maybe not concise, but at least clear enough to understand my viewpoint. I'm going to continue to enjoy the game. I'm going to continue to have fun and make videos and do what I love doing. I'm not going to stop because views drop because no one wants to watch Vanguard content. That's not really why I'm in this. Sure, the money aspect is a huge bonus, but I like making the content I like to make. At the end of the day, people should be free to have their own opinions on the game. I wish the community was more free thinking, and this is going to sound really condescending, but less sheep-like. There's a lot of people that just are so divided in the Call of Duty community and just in the world in general. And I feel like that's leeching into the Call of Duty community, where you either like the game or you hate the game, and there's no in between. I feel like I'm definitely a person that's in between because I still really enjoy the game, but I also am aware of all the issues that are unacceptable and that should be fixed. And it's just a really tough spot to be in because the people, like being in the middle, the people that hate the game are going to dislike what I have to say when I talk nicely about the game. And the people that love the game are going to hate when I talk negatively about the game. And I just feel like people need to be more accepting of that fact and be more open to different viewpoints and perspectives. I think I'll wrap it up there, and that'll be the conclusion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Feel free to agree with me, disagree with me. Just let me know where your viewpoints are on what I had to say in this video. I wasn't trying to be too negative in this video, I promise. I know some things definitely came off as negative, but I think there definitely needs to be attention drawn to some of the more negative things, and so the same thing with some of the more positive things. There needs to be attention drawn to that as well. Anyway, I'm about to head out, and if there is one, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.